We're back with you at McKie Field at Hayden Park. We apologize for some of the technical issues we were experiencing, but we should be back with you, so thanks for hanging with us. It is a 2-0 Ohio lead here in the top of the second inning. The Bobcats have a man on first with a 1 out. It's an 0-2 count to 0-2 count to A.J. Roush, the number 2 hitter at the plate right now for the Bobcats. Again, a man on first, and 1 away in this top of the second inning. The Bobcats lead at 2-0. They've had 4 hits in the game so far. You still have Brady McLean on the Red Hawk mound. He will deal a pitch up and away for ball 1 to Roush to make it 1-2. The man on first base for Ohio is Peterson, and actually a man on third right now. You get Cale Baker at third base. Runners on the corners here with 1 out in the inning.
Would be a good spot for a double play ball here if you're Brady McLean.
Yep. So the 1-2 on the way, that's going to be on the inside corner for strike 3. Got him looking at 84 on the gun that time. The throw there by McLean, so there's the strikeout to Roush, who was struck out twice today. And the next batter is Colin Kasperbauer, who walked his last time up. Now 2 men out and runners on the corners here in the bottom of the second.
What a pitch from McLean there. Finds the inside corner with a fastball, and if he can locate that pitch consistently, he's going to have a long and successful college career.
Yep. Kasperbauer's first one is going to go to the backstop. Baker thought about running in from third. He will hit the brakes, though, and return back to third base. But moving first to second, Peterson. That was a fastball that just went wild. Nothing that the Red Hawk catcher could do. It popped off the backstop and immediately went toward the plate. So Baker didn't have enough room to work with there to steal. Home from third, but going first to second. And the wild pitch they call is Peterson. So Peterson on second. You got Baker now on third. 2 out, and a 1-0 pitch on the way to Colin Kasperbauer. A fastball upstairs that is fouled left side out of play. So it is 1 ball and 1 strike. And lefty McLean will lean in here and deal the 1-1 pitch. This one will be outside 2-1. 84 miles per hour. Crowd starting to fill in more. We got more people in the stands here at McKie Field, which is good to see. 2-1 deal is on the way from McLean. This one is a sharp ground ball hit right to Brian Zapp at second base. He'll flip on to first. There's the outside retired in the bottom of the top half of the second inning. Ohio will add a run though in this frame, and they are on top 2-0 over Miami, going to the bottom of the second after this. And this is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. take Krause out with the K on the outside corner. A nice fastball, and he swung under by Brendan Roeder, and it is now 1 out on the strikeout by Roeder here in the bottom of 2. We're having some issues today, and I think the scoreboard guys having issues too. They've been having a lot of trouble with that.
Yeah, I was a little confused when it said it was 4-1 Ohio. I thought maybe, I don't know, something happened when we were trying to figure out our technical difficulties last inning.
Yep. This one is put in the air, foul territory right behind the plate, and the Ohio catcher and Minzy will make the grab just to the right of the dish in foul territory for the out, and there is now 2 away on the pop out by Brian Zapp. That brings up Escala, 2 outs, bases empty here in the second inning. 2-1 Ohio over Miami.
And Escala, who's had a little bit of a rough stretch with the bat the last few weeks, had a really nice second game yesterday, went 3 for 5 with an extra base hit. Might be back on the horse.
Yep. Righty will deal in Roeder. This one is pop foul to play on the fastball upstairs. Over on the third base side and out. Willie Escala in the 7th spot today in the lineup for the RedHawks. Next one to him, he shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch misses outside at 87 miles per hour. Making 1 ball and 1 strike. Average this season, 274, Willie Escala. Does have 16 RBI. This one a soft liner foul ball over on the third base side. That would have been maybe a soft base hit into left, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, nice little piece of hitting for Escala there. That thing might have gotten down and rolled around in the corner, but like you said, just a couple feet foul.
So the 1-2 on the way from Roeder. This one will be a ground ball through the whole right side for a base hit into right field. And Escala will extend the second inning for the RedHawks. He's on first with 2 men out. That's the second RedHawk hit of the day. Brings up the 8th spot and the left fielder in Nick Neibauer for Miami. So Escala reaches there with a 2-out single through the hole on the right side of the infield. And the lefty Nick Neibauer will dig in. Senior out of Farmington Hills, Michigan is Neibauer, 279 on the year. This one will hit the outside corner on the first pitch at 85 to make it 0-1. Two runs for Ohio on 4 hits, no errors. Redhawks have 1 run on 2 hits and no errors today. Roeder will deal the 0-1. This one will miss outside to make it a 1 ball, 1 strike count here. Temperature in the mid-70s, wind out to center field. It's kind of gusting a little bit. Sunny skies here at McKie Field today. This one is gulped into right field, sent to right fielder Roush, moving back. It's over his head and off the wall. Moving around third base, they're waving Escala. The throw will not come home. It's cut off by the second baseman. And a shot to right produces a game-tying RBI double for Nick Neibauer. Brings Escala around, and it's 2 apiece here in the bottom of the second inning.
And what a great job from the bottom of this RedHawk lineup with 2 outs, 2 straight big hits, and the game is tied.
Down and in fastball that the lefty Neibauer pulled into right field over the head of the right fielder Roush, who was not expecting that ball to be hit as hard as it was, I don't think. And it was enough to bring around Willie Escala all the way from first base, and we're tied at 2. Nice little 2-out rally here by the RedHawks here in the second inning to even the score. The catcher Dalton back, digs in next. Again, there are 2 men out. Man on second base, that's Neibauer. After his RBI double, the righty deals in Roeder, and that's going to hit the outside half for strike 1 on the changeup at 84 miles per hour. Oh, 1 on the way. Roeder checking back on second base and Neibauer. This is a chopper foul left side and out. Make it 0-2. Really impressed by this crowd today.
Yeah, we were saying at the beginning of the game it was a little disappointing, but by now it might be the best one we've seen all year.
I think so. 0-2 delivery. This one will miss inside 1-2 here to Dalton back. First time he's at the plate today as the RedHawk 9-hitter in the lineup. It's kind of hard to find an empty seat around here today. People are looking for a place to sit. They can't find one. 2-11 hitter on the year is back. 1-2 coming his way from Roeder, the righty, with 2 out in the second inning. And there's a big swing and a miss on a low fastball. Got him with the K there, and the side retired in the bottom of the second inning. But the RedHawks do tie this game up at 2 apiece, thanks to that RBI double by Nick Neibauer and the solo shot by Zach Mcdonald here in the second inning. 2-2 your score going to the third after this. Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio.
And we're back here for the top of the third inning between the Ohio Bobcats and Miami RedHawks here from McKie Field in Oxford, Ohio. And it'll be Mason Minzy, the catcher, stepping into the box for the Bobcats here. Brady McLean still on the mound for the RedHawks. First pitch to Casper Bauer, Minzy rather. Breaking ball that just misses the outside corner. McLean with 3 strikeouts through 2 innings so far. He's also allowed 2 earned runs, though, 4 hits. Next pitch swung on and missed by Minzy. Count 1-1 to the Ohio cleanup hitter who drove in 5 runs yesterday, had a big home run early in the game to put Ohio on top. Next pitch to him's down low. On deck, Spencer Harbert, who already has 9 home runs to start this season. Next pitch from McLean is outside. McLean deals the 3-1. Swung on and grounded over toward third field on the hop by Lester. He's going to take an easy throw over to first in time. So Minzy retired to start the top of the third for the RedHawks. Nice start for Brady McLean.
Number 4, left fielder, Spencer Harbert.
will be the Bobcat left fielder Spencer Harbert stepping into the box, as we said. Already 9 home runs on the season for the dangerous Harbert. First pitch to him's in there. McLean pulled the string and froze the Bobcat left fielder. A 1 swung on, grounded wide of third base. Quickly 0-2 from McLean to Harbert. Here comes a payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. Harbert hangs in there against McLean. Harbert 40 strikeouts to 10 walks on the year, so a little bit of a free swinger in the box. Doesn't offer it that one though, a 77-mile-an-hour breaking ball outside. That one's grounded foul, wide of third. Harbert really hanging in there against McLean.
And these Ohio hitters have battled all weekend.
Yeah, they really have.
2 strike counts.
RedHawks have had a lot of trouble getting that third out in these innings, and they've had a lot of trouble getting that third strike too. A lot of 2-strike counts, like Patrick said. As McLean misses just below the knees with a breaking ball there. Swung on and missed. Nice curveball from Brady McLean gets Spencer Harbert to take a massive early swing, and he strolls back to the dugout. 2 outs for the RedHawks.
That's a big K. You just want this RedHawk pitching staff to calm down a little bit. I feel like these last several starts we've seen, RedHawk pitchers, whether they come in on relief or they start the first inning, first 2 innings, sometimes they're still feeling it out and then they settle in. I feel like part of the issue might need to be settling in right when you start the game instead of an inning or 2 later after you've given up a couple of runs.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, and all the proof you need might be in the RedHawk walk numbers. I mean, yesterday they gave up 8 free passes to the Bobcats 0, so as McLean finds the zone with a pitch. So definitely need to come into their appearances a little more ready, like you said, attack these hitters. Comes the 1-1. Just a bit inside. Windy spring afternoon here in Oxford.
A little worried about this tent here.
Yeah, we almost lost it last half inning at the break. Comes the 2-1 from McLean. That one's hit high up in the air out toward left field. Nybauer coming in. He's going to settle under this one and squeeze for the final out. So the Bobcats go 1-2-3. Good inning for Brady McLean. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third. This is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. And it'll be the top of the order up here for the RedHawks to lead off the bottom of the third inning. Miami looking for a second straight successful inning as they scored 2 runs last go around. It'll be Brokemont stepping in for Miami. 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him, fouled back. And Brokemont, one of the best hitters on this RedHawk team, batting .346 on the year, 19 RBIs. He's been leading off the last few games. He's done a good job there, too. As a fastball misses the zone from Roeder. Comes the 1-1, swung on and grounded into the RedHawk dugout. Comes the 1-2, swung on and hit out towards second base, fielded and bobbled out there by Richardson, but he recovers quickly in time to make the throw over to Cale Baker to beat Brokemont. 1 out in the inning for the RedHawks.
That's a Division I play right there by Richardson. That ball is going through a lot of different second basemen, I feel like, even in Division I, with how hard it was hit. But Richardson stands up with a glove and knocks it down, keeps it in front of him, stays with it, and beats the speediest hitter in the RedHawk lineup down the first base line.
Absolutely. So it'll be Lester in now after the Brokemont ground out. First pitch takes a big hack at a fastball, misses. Next pitch to Lester, down low. Roeder sitting around 89, 88 with that fastball, some pretty good velocity. That pitch is hit hard out towards shortstop and a leaping snag from Dolan. Nice play there from Nick Dolan, the Bobcats shortstop, to retire Parker Lester.
Moving to his right and then jumped up, kind of had a diagonal aerial movement there to get his glove on that ball. And left his feet pretty far too. Good athletic play, quick moving ball, and 2 away.
A couple good, really athletic plays from the Bobcats this inning. A couple of balls hit hard by the RedHawks too.
Yep.
First pitch to Novak is down low, and Novak, one of the best, most memorable games of the season yesterday. He had a big 3-run home run to tie the game in the 7th inning, and RedHawks went down again, went down 3 more runs, and then he had another one. Big 3-run home run, tied up the game in the bottom of the 9th. 1 out left. The RedHawks were down to their final out, and he really came up clutch, the freshman. They ended up losing that game in heartbreaking fashion, but Dylan Novak certainly had a good game.
Yep.
David, rather. As he swings and misses at a fastball. Hitting .383 on the year. 3 home runs now, 14 RBIs. Comes the 1-2 to him, and that one looked like it hit him. Or maybe his bat.
Either got the bat or his wrist.
And how many times have we seen this weekend? I know we saw it at least a couple times on Friday, and it happened yesterday too with the balls that nobody knows if they hit the bat or the arm.
Guess our call is the bat right now. But now the home plate umpire, Timothy Cadden, said that it went off his bat because Novak was ready to step in before the 1-2, but the first base umpire, Bryce McCullough, called in the home plate umpire to have a quick chat, but I guess nothing changes because we're ready for the next pitch to Novak.
Comes the 1-2, swung on and grounded over toward the RedHawk dugout. And we saw a couple of those too yesterday, absolute screamers into the Miami dugout that somehow didn't hit anybody. It was really kind of a violent game, 10 hit by pitches. The home plate umpire went down with an injury. He was fine. Another one grounded into the RedHawk dugout. comes the 1-2. Swung and hit hard out into center field. Chasing back is Peterson toward the wall. And he's going to watch that one fly out of here. Dylan Novak goes dead center. An absolute bomb for his 3rd home run of the weekend. You can't keep the freshman, you can't keep him down.
Certainly got some help from the wind there because it's blowing out towards dead center field where he hit that ball over to the 400 sign just to the right of the flagpole in center field. That was a fastball lower part of the zone, and what's impressive is how he was able to take that low pitch and drive it to the deepest part of the yard for the solo shot and the first lead today for the RedHawks.
That's right, RedHawks up 3-2 now on the back of that Dylan Novak home run. David Novak. He's been excellent this weekend.
Yep.
Next pitch to Mcdonald, grounded over past third base foul. Donald, who's 1 for 1 today with a single.
And again, the RedHawks both on the mound and I think offensively, they're starting games really slowly. They're feeling them out, and now we're in the 3rd and the bats are working.
A little more aggression today for the RedHawks is working out for them so far. McDonald grounds and swings, or grounds one back. And hitting really is contagious in baseball. I think with the freshman David Novak having such a good series, I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of these other RedHawk hitters follow suit. As the next pitch to McDonald up around the eyes for a ball. Swung on and missed. McDonald early on a breaking ball there. And the RedHawks are out of the bottom of the 3rd inning, but they score 1, take the lead. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th. This is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Back here for the start of the 4th inning between the Miami RedHawks and Ohio Bobcats. A little Battle of the Bricks baseball action here from Oxford, Ohio. First pitch from McKie to start the top of the 4th is up high. RedHawks up 3-2. They just took a lead in the last half inning off a big home run from Dylan Novak, his 3rd of the weekend. And that's David Novak. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep calling him Dylan. That one's grounded up the middle. Base hit for Richardson. So the Bobcats have a runner on first to start it off. Kel Baker will step into the box. The big first baseman who hit a home run in the 2nd game yesterday.
It's our guy.
He's our guy. He's got a really awesome hairdo poking out of the back of his helmet. Long, luscious locks of brown hair. He swings and fouls that one over toward first base. Steven Krause thinks he's got a play on it, and he does. Squeezes there for the first out. Nice play by Krause to settle down McLean a little bit maybe.
Job by Krause. He was whacking backwards, battling the sun, and you know the wind was pushing that ball too,
Yeah.
so it didn't look the prettiest, but got the job done. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and really anything hitting the ball, hitting the air today is not an automatic out like it usually would be. This wind and the sun are giving these players a lot of trouble to start this one off as Brady McLean misses outside with a fastball. Jimmy Dolan in. Nick Dolan, rather, for the Bobcats. First pitch just a bit outside. Next pitch, rather. And Dolan we saw make a real sparkler in the last half inning, a Parker Lester line drive. He made a nice running, jumping grab of that one. McLean finds the zone for strike one. Two-one in there. Brady McLean catches the inside corner for a second straight pitch, and it's 2-2. And this is an out you really want to get. We've seen the top of this Bobcat lineup be really a thorn in the side of these RedHawk pitchers all series. We'll be coming right back to the top of them after Dolan's at bat. And he hits that one into left field. It's going to get down in front of Nick Neibauer. He fields it out there, throws on to third. Diving in there is going to be the Ohio base runner. He's in there safely, and Dolan actually came around to second on the throw, and he's in there safely as well. So a little double there advances the runner to third. And the Bobcats are in business for the top of their order.
Wasn't hit too hard, just a soft liner out down the left field line, and the left fielder Neibauer's been playing a little bit right of where maybe a normal left fielder would be playing, so it took more ground for him to come in and get to it, and enough for Dolan to get to second base, slid in ahead of the throw.
First pitch from McLean's up high to Isaiah Peterson. And Neibauer playing pretty deep out there in left field too. Brokmond and McDonald both playing a little bit more shallow, maybe a couple more athletic players out in center and right. Neibauer has to protect himself by staying a little closer to the wall, and that one just dunked in front of him as Peterson rips one foul right of the first baseline. McLean looking to hold the RedHawk lead here. 1-1 pitch outside. Nice stop by Dalton Back. Ohio 2 runs on 6 hits thus far. The RedHawks 3 runs on 4. That one's popped up high on the infield. Parker Lester going over there, but Willie Escala is going to call him off and grab it in fair territory for the second out of the inning, and a huge out for the RedHawks, who now have 2 outs, runners on second and third.
Willie Escala, after he catches that ball in very shallow left field, right on the foul line, he took his glasses off and is like squinting, trying to get out the sun from his eyes as if it was so bright. You know, when you look up at the sun and
oh yeah,
it gets so bright, you got to kind of blink a few times and reset yourself. That's what he did. He has sunglasses on too, so that just tells you right there the trouble these fielders are having.
As McLean misses down low, and that was a really nice play from Escala, who was fighting the wind and the sun, like you said, and he covered a lot of ground to get from his shortstop spot all the way over to the left field line too. Parker Lester totally lost that one in the sun. I don't think he was going to be able to catch it. Comes a pitch from McLean. That one's a fastball right down the middle, swung through by Roush. I don't know about you, Patrick, but that makes me a little nervous, having seen AJ Roush hit one almost over the scoreboard here back on Friday.
Yeah.
Swings and hits that one foul wide of first.
1 strike away here from getting out of this inning. That's going to be huge for McLean if he can do that.
Yeah, it would. Not just on the scoreboard, but a great confidence boost. Really tough to get out of an inning when you have runners on second and third, just one out. McLean trying to do that here. Here's a payoff pitch, just a bit outside. Two outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. Miami up 1 here in the top of the 4th. Brady McLean trying to get it to the bottom. Swung on and hit wide of third. That one's high up in the air, chasing over with a beat on it. It's Parker Lester, but it's going to bounce into the RedHawk dugout out of play. So the count remains 2-2 to Roush.
And McLean walks purposely away from the mound and just takes a breath before this pitch. He knows the magnitude of it.
Yeah. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Oh, no, I guess he got a piece of it. And that one got by Dalton back all the way to the backstop, so it's a good thing he got a piece of it, too.
Yep.
Another big 2-2 pitch from McLean. Swung on and missed. Great breaking ball. Pulls the string, and Aaron Roush was way early on that one. Brady McLean works out of a big jam. He's excited. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th. This is Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. And we're back for the bottom of the 4th here between the Bobcats and the RedHawks. Stephen Krause stepping in for Miami to start this one off. Takes a big swing and a miss at a fastball from Roeder. Comes the 0-1 from Roeder. That one's down low. Roeder so far through 3 innings of work. He just threw his 50th pitch in. He's got 3 strikeouts. He's allowed 4 hits, 3 earned. No walks yet, though. As the next pitch to Krause, a called strike on the swing. Krause couldn't hold back there. So quickly 1-2 to the RedHawk first baseman. Swung on and missed. Break ball inside, got him swinging. And a quick first out for the RedHawks.
Number 6.
Good pitch there on the outer half. We've seen Roeder throw some really good ones today to strike out Miami batters.
Yeah, he's having a really nice job locating that breaking ball. And that is definitely a key for success here in Division I college baseball. Next going to be Zapp. First pitch to him down the middle for a strike. Zapp so far in the day, he's 0 for 1 with a flyout. RedHawks up 3-2, bases empty with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. That one just misses the outside corner. One to Zapp, swung on and missed. Here's a 1-2 to Zapp. Down low. Swung and fouled back.
See a lot of dogs here today too. I like that.
Yeah, good vibes.
I like they allow you to bring your dog.
I like that too. Definitely good vibes at the park, nothing better. That one's grounded up the middle by Zapp. Going over to grab it, it's going to be Richardson, and he throws just in time onto first base to get the speedy Brian Zapp. Really nice play there from Richardson. That one looked like it was ticketed for center field.
Really good one. Move it to his right, kind of backhanded it a little bit, and then the throw over the shoulder to get the out. And we know Zapp has some speed, obviously. That beat him by less than half a step to the bag.
So it'll be Escala stepping in now with 2 outs. First pitch to him just off the outside corner. Escala 1 for 1 today. He was 3 for 5 yesterday, so maybe in the midst of a little bit of a hot streak here for the graduate shortstop. Next one up high. Scala already worked himself to a hitter's count here with 2 outs. Hit from Roeder, swung on and missed. That might have been ball 3 down low. .85-mile-an-hour fastball from Roeder, swung on and fouled into the Ohio dugout. Willie Escala ready for the 2-2. There it is, swung on and hit out into center field. Chasing over is going to be Peterson. He settles unders and grabs that one for the quick out. So the RedHawks go down 1-2-3. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th. RedHawks lead 3-2. This is Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio.
Getting started in the top half of inning number 5, a 3-2 lead for the Miami RedHawks over the Ohio Bobcats here in the series finale. Patrick Essen, Jack Schmelzinger back with you at McKie Field at Hayden Park. We will see the 3, 4, and 5 hitters at least in this top half of the 5th for Ohio. Colin Kasperbauer will start it off for the Bobcats in the left-handed batter's box. The third baseman is Brady McLean back out for the 5th inning of his start. First one from McLean, in on the hands, grounder right to Zap at second base. He'll throw to first for this 4-3 putout, and there's out number 1 of this 5th inning.
A nice quick first out there for Brady McLean. When you're facing the middle of this Bobcat order, you want to get through him quickly.
Yep. There's Mason Minzy, the catcher, digs into the right-handed batter's box. Cleanup man for Ohio today, has an RBI double on his resume.
And of course, just as soon as Minzy comes up, the wind starts blowing like crazy out to center. The big power bat in this Bobcat lineup.
Big power bat. First one of him is on the inside corner, looked at for strike 1 to Minzy, and by power bat we mean 7 home runs and 41 driven in this year.
Not too bad.
Yep. 0-1. Gonna miss away, a little bit down low as well. 1-1, 81 miles per hour in the gun there from McLean. There is activity in the RedHawk bullpen. Nobody quite up just yet, but RedHawks started to mobilize some guys out to the bullpen there between innings. Keep your eye on that. 1-1 chop foul toward the Miami dugout, and it's 1-2 to Mason Minzy. Very good crowd on hand today for this one.
Students and Oxford residents alike really coming out for this one.
And the 1-2 is a chopper right to the third baseman in Lester. He'll go across the diamond. Krause with a nice stretch there to keep his foot on the bag and make the catch movement to his right. So the retirement there to Minzy. Really good play by Krause to hold on to that. The throw by Lester a little bit to Krause's right, had a stretch with the left arm across his body to get to it while keeping his left foot on the bag. So Minzy gone on the ground out to third, and here is Spencer Harbert. In left field, the 5-hitter today for Ohio. 2 out, bases empty in the 5th. 3-2, the RedHawks lead this one. Opening pitch, the at-bat is up and away from McLean, and it's a 1-0 count. I would like to know, I'm not saying this at all, just how much the beer sales help the attendance. Up and away, swing and a miss, 1-1. And I'm not saying that as a joke or anything. I'm being serious. Like,
yeah,
now that they sell
question.
beer at these games, how many more people are coming? Is just would be an interesting stat for me. And I know they don't keep track of the attendance necessarily, but
certainly seen a lot of Miami baseball fans enjoying those beverages so far this weekend.
1-1 is fouled back to make it 1-2. And if you're a student and it's, again, like Saturday afternoon and you got really nothing else going on, if you get 3 or 4 of your buddies or whatever to come to the game and know that that's there, I mean, this one is upstairs, lifted in the air to left center field. Mcdonald tracking over, will make the grab for the outside, retired in the top half of the 5th inning. Going to the bottom of the 5th, the RedHawks still defending their 3-2 lead in the series finale with Ohio. Back in a moment, Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. Bottom of the 5th inning here from McKie Field at Hayden Park. It is a 3-2 Miami lead over Ohio as we get started in the bottom of 5. Nick Neibauer is going to lead it off for Miami. 8, 9, and 1 spots will bat in this frame. RBI double is on the card today for Neibauer, the left fielder. First one to him from the righty roller is a big cut and miss on a fastball over the plate to make it 0-1. A 1 deal from Roeder. Inside corner, that hits. 0-2 on the low 80s delivery there. So Neibauer in the hole here, no balls, 2 strikes. So Roeder resets, goes to the windup, and the pitch will hit the outside corner for the 3-pitch strikeout. And there's one away as Neibauer watches that go by on the fastball from Roeder. Dalton back next up, the catcher, 1 away, bases empty here in the 5th.
Nice time to see Dalton back, maybe get on base for the top of this order.
First one to him in the dirt, delivered for ball 1, 84 miles per hour. Temperature still at 73 degrees. It's been that way the entire game. Another cut and miss from back. This one on an inside, a little upstairs fastball at 88, 1 ball and 1 strike.
He took a big hack at that one, almost lost his helmet because he torqued so much.
1-1 on the way. That one misses inside, 2-1. The take by Back.
And Back, who had such an excellent start to his freshman season, he was batting 3rd and 4th a lot for the RedHawks last year. He just hasn't seen the same success or the same playing time so far this season.
2-1 deal. One misses outside, 3-1, down and away. That time to Back.
Good eye for Back. Maybe see him uncork another big swing here on the 3-1 pitch.
Here it is, and a swing and a miss. Swung under an 88-mile-per-hour fastball on the inside part of the plate there from Roeder. Count those full. We've only seen change-ups and fastballs from Roeder in this at-bat to Dalton Back. 3-2 on the way. This one will miss outside for ball 4. That time a curveball at 76. Barely off the outer edge there, and Back with the 1-out walk puts him on first base. And it will bring us back to the top of the RedHawk order. Benji Brokman to the plate.
Great at bat there for Back, like we said, able to get on for the top of this Miami order, who has had a lot of success so far today.
Yep. 3rd time through that RedHawk order today. Pair of groundouts for Brokman this afternoon. First one to him is a ground ball foul, 3rd base side, to move the count to 0-1. Do have Back on first base. He's the only guy on right now for the RedHawks, with 1 out in this 5th inning. Miami 3 runs on 4 hits today. Ohio 2 runs on 6 hits. A 1 deal from Roeder. This one is put in the air, right center field, down for a base hit. They're going to move around Back, going to 3rd, and he will beat out the throw easily. So Back moves from 1st to 3rd on the line drive single to right center field by Benji Brokman, and they're on the corners with 1 out here in the 5th. Great shot over the middle of the field. And Brokman arced into right center field, down for the base hit. And you got the number 2 hitter, Parker Lester, now up. He is 0 for 2 with a line out to short his last time and a ground out to the pitcher here today. Dalton Back on 3rd base. Brokman man's first for the RedHawks. 1 out. Roeder will check back to Brokman before delivering a pitch here to Parker Lester. See what Miami might do to move Brokman to 2nd base if they want to try that out. You got speed with Back as well at 3rd. First one showing bunt, pulling it back is Lester, and misses outside on the fastball. 87 miles per hour, moves the count to 1-0. Wind gusting out toward right center field now, and then it shifts its way back to dead center. Another check to Brokemont at first. He's back in time before the 1-0 to Parker Lester. Roeder resets in the mound, 1-0 deal from the stretch. Lester shows another bunt, pulls it back again. This time the changeup hits the outside corner, so there is a strike to make it 1-1. Runners on the corners, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 deal on the way to Parker Lester, the Red Hawk third baseman. Before that, another check to Brokemont. The 3rd time they've done that this at bat. At first, dives in safely, head first. Roeder has checked Brokemont 3 times. He's thrown 2 pitches to Lester this at bat. Comes a 1-1 potentially as Roeder set on the mound. He will deal. Sharp ground ball to the second baseman. Richardson will go to first for the out. So only 1 out collected on that play for Ohio. Moves it to 2 down in the inning. Scoring from third on the RBI ground out for the RedHawks will be Dalton back. And Miami extends a lead of 4-2 on a great piece of hitting there by Parker Lester to the right side of the infield.
Yeah, nothing better than situational hitting, and that was really an exemplary example there from Parker Lester. Just puts a nice ground ball on the ground there, enough to score the run.
Chopper, too, had a chance to get out of the infield, but Richardson, good job to knock it down with his gloves. So the only base runner on now is Brokemont at second. There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Next hitter is David Novak, who is red hot and grounds the first pitch foul left side of third base out of play. Solo home run the last time for Novak at the plate over dead center field. 3 home runs in the last 3 games for Novak. Brokemont leads off second base pretty heavily here before the 0-1 from Roeder, who looks back and will deal the pitch outside. 1-1 on the fastball at 87.
That was a pretty nice pitch, it looked like, from Roeder, but when you've hit 3 home runs in the last few games, like Dylan Novak has, you usually probably get a little bit of an extra leeway from the umpire.
Yep. 1-1 deal on the way from Roeder, the righty, and that will miss down and in. 2-1, 81 that time of the gun. The changeup dealt there to Novak. On deck for the RedHawks, the cleanup man, Zach McDonald. He has a home run as well today. If he were to bat, there are 2 outs here in this bottom of the 5th inning. 2-1 delivery to Novak, misses low, 3-1. Fastball at 86.
Hitters count for Novak. I bet we're going to see him take a big hack here.
I hope he's got the green light.
I hope he does too.
Taking his time in this 5th inning is Roeder. And a 3-1 deal from the righty on the way. That will be fouled right off the catcher, 3-2. Everybody's all right. Fastball inner half. On the pitch that time by Brendan Roeder. So we'll do it again. 3-2 on the way with 2 men out. In this bottom of the 5th inning. A 4-2 Red Hawk lead with Benji Brokemont hanging out on second. Long staring on the side by Roeder. He will reset on the mound and deal the 3-2. This one is cranked left field down the line. That is a foul ball. Or is it, I beg your pardon, I believe it's a ground rule double, I guess. And it is. Both umpires put their arms up. I was thinking they were signaling a foul ball. We can't see that corner of the field from our vantage point, but I'm going to guess that that ball was cranked down the left field line and bounced over the fence for a ground rule double. Coming home on the play there for the RedHawks was Brokemont. And so it's a 5-2 lead for Miami on the ground rule double that produces an RBI for Novak.
And Novak just will not stop hitting.
Nope. So next up is Zach McDonald. He has that solo shot earlier in the day. First one to him is a foul tip in the mid on a fastball outside corner, make it 0-1. We apologize. Where they have us here at McKie Field, we can't see the left field corner because the batting cage building down the left field line blocks our vantage point. So fortunately, we're not able to see that ball skipped up and out of play. That's what I'm guessing. Ground rule double for sure.
Must have.
As that ball was well hit enough to do that. We can see the field of play pretty well except for that corner where they put us. 1-1 deal. Inside 2-1.
Don't ask us any questions about the Ohio bullpen either.
You got a whole press box blocking our view of that. 2-1 to McDonald. Novak hanging out on second. 2 men gone in the 5th. Deal from Roeder is a sky-high pop-up foul out of play behind the plate. This will just get on the other side of the netting and out, so no play there for Minzy, the Ohio catcher, who is tracking all the way, and there is now a 2-2 count here to Zach McDonald. Roeder stares in again for about 10 seconds for the sign. Comes set for the pitch, and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, well behind an 85-mile-per-hour changeup there for the RedHawks was Zach McDonald. He will get the swing and K, and the side retired here in the bottom of the 5th inning. RedHawks though to get 2 runs across in the frame, an RBI ground out and an RBI double. 5-2, Miami leads this series finale going to the 6th. Miami baseball on Red Hawk Radio. New pitcher on the mound for Miami as we get going here in the top half of the 6th inning. As the day is done after 5 innings pitched for the RedHawks starter Brady McLean. And that new pitcher for the RedHawks on the hill, Patrick Mastery in the righty, redshirt freshman from Indianapolis. The righty, hard-throwing righty, will pitch the first one of his outing outside to make it 1-0 to the next Bobcat hitter. That's number 15, Alex Finney, the DH. 6, 7, and 8 spots will bat in the frame for OU.
And that one just hit 96 miles an hour according to the scoreboard. The righty from Indianapolis loose this afternoon.
Next one at 91 hits the outside black. It's 1-1 on the take.
It was a pretty good outing for McLean. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, gave up only 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk.
Not bad, really. 15th appearance of the year for Mastery. A nice curveball hits the inside corner, 1-2 at 76 miles per hour. 15th appearance on the year for Mastery, in 18 2/3, 24 hits, 19 runs, all 19 earned, 14 walks, 21 strikeouts. He's allowed 3 home runs, ERA of 9.16. Sharp ground ball, fouled third base side and out. Count stays at 1-2 here to Alex Finney, the DH.
We saw Mastrian give up a home run yesterday. It's kind of surprising that he has had such a rough start to his collegiate career with what good stuff he has. We just saw him hit 96 on the gun and has a really nice breaking ball, too.
Mastrian steps off the rubber before the 1-2. We'll see Finney, Richardson, and Baker, barring any lineup changes for Ohio in this inning. 1-2 on the way. Curveball, it jumps inside and catches Alex Finney on the left shoulder. He's going to go down to first on the hit by pitch. Mastrian going for another one of his signature breaking pitches that starts inside, looks like it's going to hit you, and then it moves its way to the inside corner. That time,
unless it actually hits you.
Yeah, not enough movement on it. So hit by pitch for Finney, who takes first, and here's Richardson, who singled his last time, the second baseman.
And that's just such a tough way to start the outing for Mastrian. A couple of really good pitches, gets him on the ropes, 2 strikes, and then just all for naught. Hits him with a pitch. We've seen it happen a few times this weekend for the RedHawks.
First one is up and away to Richardson, make it 1-0. Righty will deal the 1-0 in Mastrian. From the stretch, he's a stretch pitcher. It's the outside black. 1 ball, 1 strike, 90 miles per hour on the gun there from Mastrian. Michael Richardson at the plate, redshirt senior out of Cambridge, Maryland, 280 hitter on the year. He has driven in 16 runs. Check back to first in time. Head first is Finney. The ball skips away from the first baseman, Krause, all the way to the fence. Down that right field line and moving up to second base without a problem is Finney. Quick check over from Mastrian, and Krause had trouble coming up with a catch. Throws a little bit to his right, and that ball skipped away past him, went to the fence down the right field line, and Finney no issues at all moving up to second. Call that an error. I don't know exactly against who. We'll check on that. Deal here is up and away for a ball. Close pitch there to make it 2-1 here to Richardson. So now you got a man in scoring position with nobody out in this top half of the 6th. 2-1 deal to Richardson on the way. Righty Mastrian from the stretch. Upstairs, 3-1. (5-2) RedHawk lead here in the top of the 6th inning. 6 hits apiece today for each team. Still no word yet on who gets charged for that error that just occurred on the pickoff attempt. Mastrian deals fastball under half, big swing and a miss. Under that one was Richardson. 3-2. Still nobody out in this 6th inning. 3-2 deal from the righty in Mastrian. On the way. And that one will nail the outside corner for strike 3. Just hit that bottom outside corner of the zone. And the K looking there to Richardson on the fastball. There's one away in the 6th.
Beautiful pitch there by Mastrian. Like you said, locates that 91-mile-an-hour fastball on the low outside corner. And a lot of big league hitters will say that's a tough pitch to hit.
Mm-hmm. Right place for Mastrian. Here's our guy, Cale Baker. Man on second, one away in the inning. Righty deals, fouled back to the screen out of play. 0-1 on the first pitch to Baker. Not only did the curly locks come out of the batting helmet, he's got a full beard.
I mean,
this guy, it's a
he's our guy for a reason.
It's a Paul Bunyan looking thing.
He's got really such a beautiful right-handed swing. He doesn't really make contact often, or at least he hasn't so far this series, but you figure if he does, it's going to go a long way. Keeps his bat through the zone. Beautiful.
0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I think it'd be worth it for the Miami student to just do a feature on this guy. Who cares if he plays for Ohio?
Honestly, he's got to have an interesting story to tell.
I'd love to hear it. 60260 grad student from Gahanna, Ohio. 1-1 Mastery in the long pause. He will deal, and it's in on the hands of Baker, who nails it back to the screen behind the plate. 1 and 2 off speed there for Mastery at 87. Still a good crowd hanging around for this one. I would imagine, though, it might thin out a bit as we keep going through the latter innings of this game. 1-2 on the way to Baker, and that will catch him inside. Almost hit Baker, and it's 2-2. Fastball upstairs that time from Mastrian as well that came in.
I'm going to have to turn on Mastrian if he hits our guy with one of these hard fastballs he's throwing.
You got to protect Cale Baker.
At all costs.
2-2 from the righty. Upstairs 3-2. Fastball at 88. 1 out, man on second base. There's a Kroger bag or a grocery plastic bag blowing through the outfield. They're going to call time on that as the center fielder McDonald chases it down and puts it in his back pocket, and we'll get an applause. What do you call it, a Wegmans bag?
I'd probably call it a Wegmans bag, yeah. That was Wegmans colors, too.
3-2 is the line.
Ooh.
Foul to the RedHawk dugout. Everybody's all right. Caught that screen that everybody leans on. Stays at 3-2 here to Baker.
And a couple of those yesterday, actually 2 of them did, go over the screen and into the dugout.
Oh.
Like under the ceiling. It was kind of scary. Somehow no one got hit either time. They were both rockets off the bat.
Jesus. This can be dangerous.
Yeah, I can hardly believe they're allowed to stand there, at least without something protecting their faces.
3-2 on the way to Baker in this long at bat. He fouls another one back first base side and out. Likely into the parking lot there. And his at bat is extended to Baker. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat here. Master, it takes his time, resets. Righty will deal the 3-2 from the stretch. And this one is cranked, but foul, left field line and out. That goes all the way down toward, what is that, Markham Hall?
Yeah, Markham Hall.
I believe it's President's Hall in left center field, Markham Hall in foul territory, left field line. And Withrow Hall's behind the plate.
Can't forget the Miami in either out there in right
Of course,
center.
yeah, I forgot.
I know a couple kids in there with COVID right now.
Oh, no.
Believe it or not.
3-2 is popped up, foul territory left side. Everybody's blocking the sun with their gloves. That's going to land in between 3 RedHawk players who could not come up with it in foul territory. You had Lester, the third baseman, Escala, the shortstop, and Mastery, the pitcher, all over there standing, looking up to the sky. I don't think any of them had any track on the ball there. It landed between all 3 of them in foul territory. That triangle of players to keep the count at 3-2 to Baker. Easily catchable fly ball on a normal day, but with the sun today and how intense it is and the amount of trouble we've seen everybody have dealing with it, I don't think anybody's going to get yelled at for not catching that one.
Yeah, honestly.
No harm, no foul either, just a foul ball there. So the 3-2 to Baker. Another foul ball, this time on the right side of the field. It blows its way into fair territory, and Steven Krause makes a heroic catch over the shoulder behind his head to bring that one in as the wind and sun were impacting that one a lot. And Krause has been good on those fly balls today, comes up with it for out number 2 as Baker finally retired. The battle there won by Mastery.
Yeah, and this is the type of day I do not miss playing baseball. Definitely would not want to be out there trying to battle this sun. I know that I'd be dropping those foul balls.
9 spot now up for Ohio. Nick Dolan will bat. Does have a double today down the left field line. 2 outs, man on second. That's Finney, and the first one here will miss inside for ball 1. 90 on the gun that time for Mastrian. For the record, the RedHawk bullpen is empty. And the 1-0. Inside corner, hits for a strike, 1-1, 89 miles per hour there, and there's 2 outs, of course, still in this top of the 6th inning. RedHawks leading the game 5-2 over the Bobcats of Ohio. Series finale, the final regularly scheduled meeting of the year between these two teams. Curveball from Masterian comes inside, and it's 2-1 at 75 miles per hour on the take there by Nick Dolan. Masterian set on the hill, will deal the 2-1. Righty in, that's up and in. 3-1 to Dolan on the take. Fastball at 89, and Masterian a little bit of command trouble these last couple of pitches. 3-1 on the way to Dolan with a man on second base, 2 outs in the 6th. Masterian set on the hill. He will deal the 3-1. That one will catch the outside corner, 3-2. Another take there by Dolan, who started his movement to first, thinking it was ball 4, but Masterian there gets the call on the outer black, and a full count deal coming up. 3-2 from the righty. Swing and a miss, well behind an 89 mile per hour fastball on the outside corner was Dolan. And a huge K there for Masterian, who's yelling to himself as he walks back to the dugout with the side retired in the top of the 6th. 5-2 the lead for the RedHawks. They will bat in the bottom of the frame coming up. This is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Get going the bottom of the 6th inning for the RedHawks on offense. First pitch of the frame is a swing and a miss to Steven Krause for strike 1. And as Brendan Roeder back out on the hill for Ohio to continue with his start, inning number 6 of it. 1 deal on the way, another swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Everybody today is talking about the weather.
Yeah, it's worth talking about. But
it's down low 1-2. What's another conversation starter, except for the weather?
Politics, probably not good. Miami baseball, I guess you could talk about that right now. They're doing pretty good.
1-2 on the way from Brendan Roeder. That misses low, 2-2 at 84 miles per hour to Krause. We'll see Krause zap and a Scala bat in this frame for Miami. 2-2 from Roeder, who has really taken his time in these later innings of his start. Moved quickly in the first few frames, but now he's soaking it all in, and that's going to hit the outside corner. The fastball at 86, looked at by Krause for strike 3. Really well placed there from Roeder. Right at the knees for the K, so there's 1 out in the inning, and we'll see Zap next up for the RedHawks as Krause has struck out multiple times today. Ground out to second last time for Zap. He has also popped out today. First one to him is lifted in the air, popped up right to the second baseman. Richardson with a glove to shield the sun is up, and he makes the catch for the out right at his normal second base position. Zap retired on the first pitch, and already 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Escala, who flew out to center his last time up. Also a single today for Willie. RedHawks are 18-25 overall this season, 13-17 in the MAC. Scala will show a bunt, pull this one back for a changeup that hits the outside corner to make it 0-1. The Bobcats are 20-18 overall, 12-11 in the MAC. These are two teams kind of at the middle of the standings coming into the weekend this weekend. Little soft liner out to center field. This will be caught by the center fielder in Peterson on the run, moving to his left. Really good job by him to get in and get under that ball and make the grab. And 1, 2, 3 they go for Miami in the bottom of the 6th. Going to the 7th after this, the RedHawks leading at 5-2 over Ohio. This is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio.
We're back for the start of the 7th inning here from McKie Field in Oxford, Ohio. A beautiful Sunday afternoon here on the campus of Miami University. Up around 70 degrees, partly cloudy but barely cloudy. Wind blowing pretty hard out towards center field as we speak. First pitch to Isaiah Peterson for Patrick Mastrians down low. So we'll have the top of the Ohio lineup here to start the 7th. RedHawks up 3-5-2. One-0 pitch, catches the inside corner. Nice job by Mastrian to find it as Peterson crowds the plate. One pitch, swung and hit out toward left field. Nick Neibauer chasing this one back to the wall, but it's going to go over the fence. A wall-scraping home run, helped by the wind there for Isaiah Peterson, but a home run nonetheless. 5-3 RedHawks.
A lot of help there from the wind.
And that one looked like it was really barely even hit off the bat. Looked like a routine pop fly to Nick Neibauer and just kept on carrying.
I don't think he swung through that ball either. Kind of a three-quarter swing. That's usually on a normal day. That's going to be a medium range fly ball to left, but goes over the wall just under the scoreboard out in left center field, and it's 5-3.
Guess all you got to do is hit it up in the air today. Next pitch from Mastrian in there. This little 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball catches the top inside corner on the righty Roush. If anyone can hit one a long way, it's Roush. Saw him pulling almost over the scoreboard back in game 1 of this series. Next pitch, breaking ball catches the outside corner. Little pause before the next pitch as Mastrian goes to retrieve his hat, which blew off his head. Oh, 2 from Mastrian to Roush, looking to settle down after that leadoff home run. Here it comes. Up high. Reach back for 91 there. And since Mastrian hit 96 according to the scoreboard with that first pitch, we really haven't seen him get back up there, sitting around 90, 91 with the fastball. 89 there, up high. Next pitch in there. Breaking ball in the inside corner. Catches Roush looking. He's not too happy with the call, but he'll be headed back to the dugout nonetheless.
Pretty good pitch there from Mastrian.
And back grabbed that one, and he was already slinging it over to third base for the throw around before the umpire even made his call. He knew that one was a strike, or at least wasn't willing to take no for an answer.
And Roush has now struck out in all 4 at-bats today.
Wow. Not bad from this RedHawk pitching staff. Next pitch to Casper Bauer is up high. And just to tell you how highly Ohio thinks of Casper Bauer, yesterday they had run around first with 1 out, Roush at bat. We've also obviously seen Roush be really good this series, although he hasn't replicated it today, but they had Roush try to sacrifice bunt with a runner on first and 1 out just to get Casper Bauer an AB with a runner in scoring position. So they really must trust this guy to hit the ball.
Yep.
And it's 2-0 to him. Mastrian dealing a little carefully with the Ohio 3-hitter. Next pitch catches the outside corner. Nice one there from Mastrian. Put it where Casper Bauer couldn't do much of anything with it. He'll try to do the same thing again here on the 2-1 pitch. That one fouled wide of first. Mastrian takes a couple miles an hour off the fastball there and gets Casper Bauer out in front. The 2-2 down low.
Oh, LaRosa's here. Delivered to the press box.
Might have to go in there after this half inning.
Yep.
It's been a long time since I had any LaRosas. When was the last hockey game? 2 months ago?
Yeah.
That one's hit up into the air. Chasing in is Nick Neibauer. He's not going to get there. Bounces in front of him, coming around first and cruising into second is Casper Bauer. Takes advantage of a little bit of a hesitation there from Nick Neibauer. And he's in there with a double.
Little bloop shot out to left center field. RedHawk outfielders are playing deep. I'm just noticing that in this inning after all these fly balls that are getting in the wind, and you got to play deep today with that sharp wind blowing out to center. And this just a little kind of check swing pop-up thing that got in the wind and got down for the hit.
Yep, just caught Neibauer a little bit in between. He couldn't quite decide whether to go after that one or let it bounce in front of him, and it did bounce. And that extra time gives Casper Bauer the chance to dive in with a double. First pitch to Minzy's a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Mastrian. Mastrian deals the 0-1 pitch. It's hit out to first, fielded there by Krause. He'll take it himself for the second out. Kasperbauer moves up to third on the semi-productive ground out there.
I feel like today we should have had a flyover.
That would have been awesome. I feel like after you got that flyover at the lacrosse game, you might not even be able to do any more games until you get some flyovers going. Make everything else boring. As Mastrian misses down low.
I'm not showing up anymore.
Yeah, we got to tell Miami. I think if we told them you weren't showing up anymore, they'd probably oblige.
Nah, they would say no loss.
Well, that's their loss. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Mastrian. Runner on third. Mastrian looking to keep him right there with 2 outs. That one's up high. Comes a 2-0. That one's hit high over toward third base, where we've seen the RedHawks have trouble today. Parker Lester settles under it and squeezes for the out. Fought the sun and the wind on that one just a little bit, but squeezed it for the out. Ohio cuts the Miami lead to 1. It's 5-3. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th. Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. Back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. Miami looking to add a little insurance after they just got scored on in the top of the 7th. It'll be Nick Nybauer, the 8-hitter, up into the left-hand batter's box against a new arm on the mound for Ohio. First pitch to him is fouled wide over toward the J. Hayden Baseball Center. Next pitch in there for a strike. It's Tyler Peck on the mound for Ohio here in the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch, ooh, way inside. That hit the umpire and didn't hit anything else on the way. We got a trainer coming out there. That could not have felt good. It's been a tough weekend to be an umpire here.
Let's just say I think that got him in a spot you do not want to be hit at.
Oh. And that thing Came straight off the hand of Peck. Did not hit bat, glove, anything before it got Timothy Cat in the home plate umpire's back standing up.
He stood right up, put the mask back on, said, let's go.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's a tough guy back there.
It completely ignores the trainer.
Doesn't even want to take a sip of water. He probably just wants to get out of here, honestly. Been a long weekend in Oxford for him.
That deflected, I think, off. Was that a foul ball?
I don't think it deflected off anything. I thought it hit him just straight,
Okay.
no deflections, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it's 1-2 here to Neibauer, the first batter of the inning. That one's down low.
Yeah, I didn't get him in a good spot at all.
Yeah.
He went right down.
And he really is a trooper, fact that he's back up this quickly. Just took 2 sips of water and he's already ready to go. Comes the 2-2 from him. Now it's down low. And so far on the year, Peck has not seen much action. 7 2/3 innings. He's riding a 5.87 ERA right now. That comes out to 5 earned runs. 10 strikeouts, so only 5 walks in those 7 2/3 innings. Next pitch fouled back by Neibauer. And the count is full still to him. Dalton back on deck, and then it'll be the top of the Red Hawk order. Tate deals the full count pitch. That one's inside. Peck, rather. Nick Neibauer, the on-base machine, draws another walk.
Number 9, Dalton back.
And it will be back in now for the Red Hawks. He's 0 for 1 today, but he also walked. That one's golfed out into left field. It's going high and gone. A home run for Dalton back. He hit that one hard. It got out of here in a hurry. A little insurance. Red Hawks now up 7-3.
That's no doubter. Shot over the left field wall. And everybody in this park knew that ball was going out as soon as it left the bat.
Dalton back didn't need any help from any wind there. So a couple of big insurance runs for the Red Hawks here in the bottom of the 7th, and it's 7-3. Brokman steps in, first pitch to him outside.
I think I do need a meeting at the mound here as Minzy came out to talk to Peck on the mound.
Maybe calm him down a little bit there after the home run and walk. Or home run and ball, rather.
Yeah.
Only 1 ball. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Brokman. Swine and hit up the middle. Benji Brokman lashes out at that breaking ball and hits it up the middle. A single for the Red Hawk leadoff batter, and the table's set for the heart of this Red Hawk order.
And he's now 2 for 4 today, Brokman.
A couple really nice hard hit singles through the infield. And you know he commands respect on the base paths. We'll have a mound visit from a coach here now for Ohio. They do have at least 1 arm up in that bullpen. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher. Peck doesn't get an out. He's already done. And we'll get a new arm on here for Ohio. And
I think it's 32 maybe.
number 32.
I don't know for sure.
I think you're right. That's the number I had in my head as well. And if it is 32, that would be Hudson Boncall. It can't be 32. We just saw him throw 6 innings yesterday. Oh, okay, it's 22.
My bad.
That makes no, not your bad. I thought the same thing. So it's Zach Weber on the mound for the Bobcats, the 6'2" freshman from Lebanon, Ohio. And so far on the year, he's struggled. That seems to be a theme here among these MAC pitchers. Through 11 1/3 innings of work, he's got a 7.15 ERA, 10 strikeouts to 7 walks, 3 home runs, all in 11 1/3 innings.
Went to Lebanon High School nearby here.
Is that closer to here than it is to Athens?
Oh yeah, and he was first team All-Eastern Cincinnati Conference at Lebanon, lettered 3 times in basketball and baseball, and he batted .448 in his high school career at Lebanon with a 1.97 ERA.
Is he only a, wow, that's a real star.
Yep.
I wonder, sounds like the type of guy you might see get some ABs at some point in his college career too, get a chance to be a position player.
Wouldn't be surprised at all.
He was hitting .444.
He is yet to bat this season for Ohio, but 7.15 ERA and 11 1/3 innings on the mound.
Sometimes you see those type of talented players from around here and you wonder how they got away from the Miami baseball program. 0-0 count to Parker Lester here with Benji Brokmanda on first. And a quick spin throw from Weber. Brokman back just in time. Lester takes a big swing and a foul ball into the Ohio dugout. Parker Lester 0 for 3 today, but he does have an RBI. Another throw over to first. Brokman back in, standing up. Fouled back there by Lester to bring the count to 0-2. Another throw over to first. Brokman really not taking much of a lead out there. He kind of shrugs his shoulders as to say, why are you throwing over here? Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Lester. That one's hit hard out toward left field. Carrying, chasing back to the wall is the left fielder. That one's going to bounce on the warning track and over the fence for a ground rule double. So another big hit for Parker Lester. Benji Brokman gets stuck on third. He certainly would have been home if that one had stayed in play.
Definitely, because it had a lot of air time on it. That one landed about 5 feet shy of the wall, bounced off the track, and then hit on its bounce off the scoreboard out left center field for the ground rule double. And here's our guy, David Novak, who's hot.
And the wind, see that flag right now blowing dead hard out to dead center field.
Yep.
Novak, if he can get one up in the air, might have his 4th home run of the series. But he doesn't even need to here. He just needs to put one in play, really. Good spot, good RBI spot for David Novak. He hits that one hard out towards center. Chasing back is Peterson. He's going to grab it a step in front of the warning track, and both runners will tag. So Brokman comes around to score on the Dylan Novak sac fly. And Parker Lester up to third. Novak stays hot.
He has produced RBIs in his last 3 at-bats. Solo homer, RBI groundout, and a sac fly.
Not bad. That's a guy Red Hawk fans can get excited about for years to come, just a freshman. Yeah. As the first pitch to Mcdonald there, just a little bit high. Mcdonald 1 for 3 today, had a big home run back earlier in this game. That one swung on and fouled over toward the Ohio bullpen. We're here in the bottom of the 7th. Miami's already got a 3 spot on the board, and they're threatening still. Run around third with 1 out. 3 batter Zach McDonald, who's already homered today, in the box. Swung on and hit up the middle. A base hit for Zach McDonald. Parker Lester going to trot home with the easy run. And the RedHawks keep the line moving here.
Love to see it.
That's for sure. It was just a really nice piece of hitting from Zach McDonald, rather. Took that low fastball and hit it right back up the box through the middle for a single. And we know he's another threat on the bases, as are a lot of these RedHawks. And it'll be Steven Krause, the dangerous first baseman, up. He's 0 for 3 today, though, with 3 strikeouts. As Weber will try to hand him the golden sombrero here. Here comes the first pitch. That one's down low. McDonald leads off first. Comes the pitch to Krause. That one's down in the dirt once again. So Krause looks at 2 straight balls in the dirt, and he's got a hitter's count now. Another one outside. 3-0 to Steven Krause. Zach Weber, the freshman, having a little bit of a tough time locating the zone here after the 1-out single. .3-0 pitch. That one is swung on and fouled by Steven Krause. So I guess he had the green light there on 3-0 and took a violent hack at an 87-mile-an-hour fastball, just fouled it off. Here comes another hitter's pitch, 3-1. Oh, that one just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Nice little fastball there from Weber. Krause hits that one high up into left field. Settling under is going to be Harbord, and he grabs it for the out. Zach McDonald stays put at first, and Steven Krause is retired for the second out of the inning.
Now number 6, Brian Sapp.
Miami's got 4 this inning, looking for more. Brian Zapp, the lefty, the man tasked with hopefully driving in a run with 2 outs. He's 0 for 3 today. Ground out and a couple flyouts on the line for Brian Zapp. First pitch to him in there for a strike. One pitch grounded to the right of first base, fielded over there by the Miami first base coach.
What I've always thought would be just like an awesome gig is to be an MLB first base coach.
Oh my God, I've thought the exact same thing. It's got to be one of the best jobs out there. And that's strike 3 to Zapp. Looks at a fastball on the outside corner, and that's it for the RedHawks. They put up a 4 spot, though. Go ahead big. We'll be right back for the top of the 8th. This is Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. New arm on the mound for the RedHawks here to start the 8th inning. And it'll be Martin Sosna, the 5'10" sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois. And hasn't seen much action so far this year. Through 6 innings of work, he's given up 4 runs, 8 walks, 6 strikeouts. So definitely the free pass, something he's got to work on here. Last appearance at Kent State, he only threw 3 pitches.
This is the 7th appearance of the year for him. He hasn't gone more than 2 innings in an appearance this season.
Be interesting to see if the RedHawks try to ride him out to the finish line here with a 6-run lead. Definitely need to see him attack the strike zone here, as he does. Fastball is lined up the middle into center field, though. Zach Mcdonald fields and throws on to the infield quickly. That'll hold the Ohio batter Alex Finney at first. So it'll be Richardson in now, 2 for 3 so far with a run on the day. And he had a big inside the park home run yesterday that really got Ohio going in that first game. Hit a soft line drive to right field that Benji Brokmont dove for, got past him, rolled all the way to the wall, and just Richardson just kept going. RedHawks couldn't get the ball in time. It's a pretty exciting play, though.
Dre referred to McKie as he.
Comes a 1-0 from Sosna. Moves up high.
She has a little plant app. My succulent is dead.
Comes a 2-0 from Sasa. That one's outside. So the RedHawk reliever having a little bit of trouble finding the zone here. It's 3-0. And when you got a 6-run lead, the last thing you want to do is start walking people. That's a good way for Martin Sosna to get taken out of this game quick.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch inside. Might even hit him. It's only semantics, though, as he'll trot down to first either way. We'll have a little powwow out on the mound between Willie Escala, Belton back, and Martin Sosna. Escala definitely a leader on this RedHawk team, the graduate student. Good to see him get over there and have a few words with the sophomore. Now, I remember a couple weeks ago we had something similar. A pitcher was having a lot of trouble, and Willie Escala went over there and said a few words to him, and all of a sudden he was like Clayton Kershaw on the mound. So, he might be the freshman whisperer. Willie Escala over there, we'll see.
Freshman whisper.
And I guess Sosna not technically a freshman, but he also didn't pitch at all last year, so I guess.
First year of experience,
right.
Yeah.
Finds his own. Nice breaking ball there on the outside corner and takes a look down at Escala.
This is our guy, Cale Baker, though, so.
Oh, that is
this
true.
Is
I
challenge
barely
right
even noticed. It is Cale Baker at the plate. He's 1 for 3 with the big home run. Sosna got to deal carefully here with the big first baseman. That one's up high. And actually, I think both of his hits this weekend are home runs. So what we were saying about he doesn't hit the ball often, but when he does, he hits it really hard. That's actually true. Comes the 1-1 to Baker. That one's outside. Nice job, Dalton back. Scoops that one from the dirt. Keeps the runners at first and second for the Bobcats. Two balls, 1 strike. Here comes a delivery from Sosna. He takes a couple looks back at second, but now here it comes. I think they're going to.
Late time.
Late time.
I think Baker was yelling for time there, and he. Home plate umpire Timothy Catton granted it to him.
Just in time, and Can't blame Baker. Sosna was really taking a while out there on the mound.
Yep.
Rudy's back set for the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back by Baker. Mighty hack there. At the 88-mile-an-hour fastball, just got a little bit under it.
We were talking about Catton earlier in the game when he got hit with that ball, and he stayed in. He kind of got the short end of the stick this weekend because they have 3 umpires and 4 games, so one has to work behind the plate twice in a series, and it's him because he did it on Friday.
Right. And that one's down low to Baker, so the count is full. And I would say I'm not really feeling it right now with the wind, but earlier I was thinking that this might be the warmest day of the year so far.
I think so for
here
us
in
here.
Oxford.
Yep.
So Tim Catton really a trooper back there, like you said. Sosna misses just inside with the breaking ball. Nice pitch just off the corner, so the bases are full for the Bobcats. And it's been a really tough weekend to be an umpire here. We've seen Tim Catton go down today after getting hit with a ball, and last game, Bryce McCullough, he was behind home plate, and he was running over to third to cover a play there, and he just, I don't know exactly what happened, but he just ended up on the ground clutching his hamstring. He was on the ground for probably 2 minutes, and then he went in the dugout for anher 5 and came back out and was ready to go.
Yep.
And then Dom Umland yesterday in game 1, whew, man, was the Red Hawk faithful mad at him. They were really giving it to him, and the Ohio fans were too. He had a rough game. I felt bad for him. And it looks like we won't see a new arm for the RedHawks. Just a little discussion out here on the mound as Martin Sosna has loaded the bases to start off. No, actually, it will be a new pitcher.
DeMonica.
So Sosna comes in, gets no outs, loads the bases, and it's all up to Delmonica now. And DeMonica, the first year from Cortland, Ohio, out of Lakeview High School over near Youngstown.
Look at you with your geography.
I know. That's, Youngstown I kind of got down a little bit, the suburbs around there and the Cincy suburbs. That's pretty much all I can do, though. And so far on the year, DeMonica has done he's seen a lot of action, at least, through 28 1/3 innings pitched, 6.35 ERA. He's struck out 28 and walked 15, giving up 20 earned runs. Good for a record of 1-4. He's also got a save on the ledger. He had a really good start to the season through his first 3 outings. 9 innings pitched, actually, and a 1.04 ERA. And since then, that ERA has ballooned up to 6.35. He's only had 1 clean outing since then. See what he can do here.
Yep.
Once again, bases loaded. Here in the top of the 8th, RedHawks trying to hold the Bobcats off the board. They've got a 9-3 lead, but that could vanish quickly here with the Bobcats threatening with no outs.
Y'all got games this week?
Yeah. Last home, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wait.
You guys playing?
Ball State.
Can you see?
I kind of can. I guess it's good that you're not doing play-by-play this inning.
Some patron just sat right in front of us.
I mean, you see the kids with the headsets on watching the game, you think. But for those of us who can see, Delmonica is now ready on the bump. It's number 1. That's the shortstop, Nick Dolan, in there for the Bobcats with the bases loaded. First pitch from Delmonica's inside. And a really, really tough spot here to come into for Delmonica, the young pitcher. Can't afford to walk anybody, put anyone on base. He's got the bases loaded, nowhere to put Dolan. He's got to find the zone here. Doesn't. That one gets passed back, a fastball way inside, and Coming around to score is going to be Finney without a throw. So now there is a base open as everyone moves up one. Monica taking his time before this 2-0 pitch, maybe just trying to gather himself. He has to throw a strike here. He can't go down 3-0 with the bases loaded. Oh, no, never mind. The bases actually aren't loaded anymore. Forgot about the pass ball. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by DeMonica, swung through by Dolan. That one's hit out past the glove of Willie Escala into left field. Coming around third to score is going to be both runners. Nybar bobbled that one a little bit in left field. There might have been a play on the second runner, Cale Baker, coming around to score, but he's in there standing up. And it's a 2 RBI single for Nick Dolan, and all of a sudden we got a game here, 9-6 RedHawks.
2-hit day for Dolan at the bottom of the Ohio order, the shortstop. Sharp ground ball through the left side of the infield, scores the runners on second and third, and now we got a 9-6 game in favor of Miami, so changes the narrative a lot here in the 8th inning from 9-4 to now 9-6 with that shot.
It looks like Michael Spinozzi up in the RedHawk bullpen already. So the RedHawks have already gone through 2 pitchers. They don't have an out yet, though, as Delmonica misses the outside corner with another fastball.
I got bad news. They closed the concession trailer, so last call on the drinks already happened.
I guess we can expect people to start leaving now, right? That one's fouled off. Nice job by DeMonica there to find the strike zone. We're back around to the top of this Ohio order once again for the 5th time today. Ian Peterson 2 for 4 already with an RBI and a run. And that was actually off a home run he hit.
Yep.
Here comes the pitch from DeMonica. That one's down low and away. DeMonica, the lefty out there on the mound, 6 foot, 180 pounds. A pretty loud delivery. He uses a lot of arms and legs. That one's fouled over toward the J. Hayden Baseball Center. Nice piece there by Isaiah Peterson, but can't keep it straight. No outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Ohio's already got 3 up on the board. It's 6-9 Miami. RedHawks need to get out of this one. Pitch from DeMonica. That one slipped out, almost hit the batter in the head. That one definitely slipped out of DeMonica's hands. It came up there like 60 miles an hour, it looked like, and just behind the back of Isaiah Peterson. Nice job by Dalton Back to get a glove on that one. Keep the speedy Dolan at first base. Oh, nice pitch there from DeMonica, but outside. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball there, and it'll be a walk to Isaiah Peterson. We're going to have another conference on the mound. Bailey Montgomery coming out this time. Not sure if we'll see a pitching change. And I don't know the last time I saw in a baseball game 2 pitchers come in, neither of them get an out before they're both removed. It looks like they're going to leave DeMonica on the mound here, so he's still got a chance to avoid that here. Probably not a very long leash for him, though.
No. I mean, as soon as he got into trouble, they were getting that bullpen back, back up.
And this Red Hawk bullpen really just not as deep as it was last season. They're seeing that come out here today. They're trying to win a game in the late innings. It's close, and they have a guy it appears they don't really trust that much on the mound. And Spinozzi's, who's out in the bullpen, hasn't had a great season this year either. DeMonica going after Roush here. Be a great time for a double play ball. First pitch down low. Nick DeMonica taking his time. But here comes the 1-0 pitch. Down low. Here comes a 2-0 pitch from DeMonica, swung on and fouled out over toward the parking lot. Nice job by DeMonica there to find the strike zone with a 2-0 pitch. Roush, the tying run at the plate. It's 2-1. Swung on another one, fouled over toward that Ohio side. Out of play just a few feet into their dugout. Into their bullpen, rather. So the count is 2-2 to Roush. The payoff pitch from DeMonica, looking to get the first out of this appearance. That one's hit hard out into center field. Chasing back is Mcdonald. He's going to grab that one on the warning track. Throw in. Not in time to get Dolan tagging from second to third, but Peterson stays put at first. So a loud out there from the Bobcats, but an out nonetheless, a much needed one for the RedHawks. Still not out of the weeds here though, with Mason Minzy coming up, the Ohio dangerous cleanup hitter. It's been pretty quiet in this one, just one RBI double, but he had 5 RBIs in the second game yesterday. We know that he's dangerous here in the middle of this Ohio order. That pitch fouled back into the netting. Jonathan Brand is standing on the top step of the dugout. Every time there's a ball or a bat over there that somebody needs to grab, he's the first one out. Seems like he just wants to be out on the field. Feel bad for him. Oh, that one catches Casper Bauer. It was actually Casper Bauer at the plate. It'll be Minzy up next. And I guess I already introduced him, so.
Caught him up in the left shoulder. That was a curveball that never did much for DeMonica. No movement on it. He completely lost control. And now you get a huge situation here. The base is loaded. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning, where Ohio's already scored 3 runs in this frame, and it's a 9-6 game. So the go-ahead run now at the plate.
Go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Mason Minzy, the big power bat. Here comes the first pitch from DeMonica. That one's hit up on the infield, low infield, outfield. Brian Zapp doesn't see it, and then he finds it just in time. Great play by Brian Zapp to stick with that one in shallow right field. And a all-important second out for the RedHawks.
He was walking backwards, a little bit to his left, took this weird diagonal pattern to the ball that, you're right, as soon as it came off the bat, thought it was staying in the infield. But again, the wind pushed it to the shallow outfield, and that's what caused Zapp to have to go back. Really good job to make the grab with his left arm, and here comes another mound visit for the RedHawks. Think we're getting a change here.
Yep, we will see a new pitcher on the mound for the RedHawks. Likely going to be Spinozzi, who we saw working out there. But we'll see here in just a second. And all in all, a pretty nice job by DeMonico, who comes in, has a little bit of trouble to start it off, but after that mound visit, he really settled down and got 2 nice outs to push it to Spinozzi. The third pitcher of the inning for the RedHawks. By the way, we're 2 hours and 40 minutes into this game here in the top of the 8th inning. So actually moving pretty quick, I would say, for how much of a high-scoring affair it's been, how many pitching changes we've seen, at least, especially in the last inning or so.
Yeah, I would agree. Big Reddy Spinozzi, though, comes on, the 6'0", 185 senior from South Lake, Texas. 11th appearance on the year, 18 innings, 28 hits, 29 runs, 24 of those earned. 17 walks, 20 strikeouts, ERA of 12 even. And the last time out, he pitched 2 innings at Kent State in a loss, gave up 6 hits in those 2 innings, 5 runs, all 5 were earned. A walk, 2 strikeouts, and 5 extra base hits, including 3 home runs.
Yeah.
So he'd like to redeem himself here after kind of a tough start, or tough outing last time at Kent State.
Yeah, and Spinozzi has not had a scoreless outing since his first of the year, looking to change that here. And he was pretty good last year. He was definitely one of the more trusted arms in that RedHawk bullpen, just had a little bit of a rough go of it here to start the 2022 campaign. And it's kind of tough for pitchers, especially relief pitchers in college baseball, because you pitch 1 or 2 innings a weekend, and if you just have a few bad outings in a row, your season's kind of ruined, at least stats-wise. Spinozzi taking his final few warm-up throws here. He comes into the game with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. RedHawks up 9-6, but the Bobcats threatening. They've already put 3 across this inning. Oh, pitch swung on and hit high up on the infield. Steven Krause looking at that one. He's going to settle under and squeeze for the final out. Big fist pump from Spinozzi, and the RedHawks get out of it, still up 3. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 8th, see if they can get a little more insurance. This is Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. And we're back here for the bottom of the 8th inning. New arm on the mound for the Bobcats. It'll be the lefty, 6-foot freshman Ada Beery. out of Ravenna, Ohio. So far this year, through 8 innings pitched, he's got a 9 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's given up 8 runs. No home runs, though. So at least he's kept the ball in the yard this far in his collegiate career. First pitch to Escala down low. Next pitch up high. Escala, the only switch hitter in the Red Hawk lineup today, hitting from the right side now against the lefty in Beery. Next pitch down the middle. 84 miles an hour to Escala. Low velocity lefty on the mound for the Bobcats. Escala takes that one and hits it over toward third. That's going to be foul. Good call there by the umpire. And good for Escala, who probably would have been out there had that ball remained fair. Two-two pitch to Escala. It's up high. The veteran Escala doing a nice job working the count here. Inside pitch catches the corner for Willie Escala. And he'll head back to the dugout with a strikeout. So it'll be Nybauer digging in here for the RedHawks with 1 out. No movement in that bullpen out there. Looks like they're going to trust Spinozzi with the 9th. First pitch to Nybauer, a breaking ball in there, 71 miles an hour. Loopy breaker there from Beery. Nice pitch, strike on the outside corner, 83 mile an hour fastball from the Bobcat lefty. He's working quickly, counts already 0-2 to Nybauer. Swung on and missed. Nice frisbee slider there from Beery, and Nybauer was way out in front of that one for the second out of the inning. And it'll be the 9 batter, Dalton, back up for the Hawks. He's had a good day today. 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk. 1 of 3 home runs hit by Miami today. The other 2, David Novak and Zach McDonald. Next pitch in there on the outside corner. Another breaking ball off the arm of Beery. Swing and a miss. Dalton back way in front of the 84 mile an hour fastball there for strike 2. One-two pitch. Down low. Dalton back took a good long look at that one, but decided not to swing. So 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Beery. Just off the outside corner. Nice look by Dalton back. Count 3-2 back, maybe looking to draw his second walk of the day, push it up to the top of the lineup. Swing and a foul ball. That was not squeezed back there by the catcher, so back got another life. Just barely got a piece of that one. It jumped into Minzy's glove behind the plate, but jumped out. So back's got another chance. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive foul. Wide of third base, so a nice at bat here from Dalton back, who's really making Beery work with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch in there for strike three. A 72-mile-an-hour breaking ball freezes Dalton back. RedHawks out of the inning quietly. They go down 1-2-3. We'll be right back to see if they can win it in the top of the ninth. They just need to hold the Bobcats off the board. This is Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio.
Michael Spinozzi returns to the hill for the RedHawks as we get going to the top of the ninth inning. 9-6 Miami over Ohio, trying to split this series with the Bobcats. As the two teams did last year when they met, this is the last meeting of this season for Ohio and Miami. So this Spinozzi returns on the hill to try to close this one out for the RedHawks. We are in a safe situation with it being a 3-run deficit between these two teams. We will see the 6, 7, and 8 spots bat at least in this top of the ninth inning for Ohio, and that means Alex Finney is going to lead it off, the DH, who singled his last time up. He's also reached on a hit by pitch today. First one from Spinozzi, the righty deals up and away, and there's ball one to start us out in the top of the ninth inning. 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors for Ohio today. The RedHawks have 9 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. 1-0 to Finney. Will miss or hit the inside corner, beg your pardon, make it 1-1. Lead strike call there from our home plate umpire, Timothy Catton. 1-1 deal from the righty, who deals from the stretch, misses down and away 2-1, 83-mile-per-hour changeup from Spinozzi. Two-one, down and away 2-3-1. Wind still has been a factor for all afternoon here at McKie Field at Hayden Park, but the temperature has stayed the exact same throughout the entire game, 73 degrees and fair. Check swing liner. This is going to get through the middle for a base hit on the ground, and a leadoff single to get this ninth going for Alex Finney. He's aboard with nobody out in the ninth, and his is Michael Richardson, the second baseman who walked his last time, also does have a single today. So man on first base, and that is Finney. First hitter Richardson, well behind on a swing and a miss. On the fastball there from Spinozzi over the outer half to make it 0-1. Last single was just a check swing liner by Finney. Didn't swing all the way through it, just put it in the right spot in the field, split the middle infielders up the middle for a base hit into center. This one will make it count 1 ball and 1 strike on the pitch. They missed outside there to Richardson, the fastball from Spinozzi. So he's set on the mound, and the 1-1. Popped up right in the infield. Zap actually moving back to shallow right field with the wind carrying it, and he makes a catch, falling backwards, holds onto the ball for one away to retire Richardson.
what a play by Zapp to stick with that one at a absolutely crucial time in this game.
Yep.
Able to get that first down in the 9th, and like you said, a really great play. Just we've seen these players have trouble seeing the fly ball all day, and that was another one.
Another fly ball that looked like it was staying in the infield. Zapp thought the same thing and then had to make his way to the shallow right to make the grab, moving backward. Here's Cale Baker with a swing and a miss on the first one. 88-mile-per-hour fastball from Spinozzi at the knees. And Baker was behind to make it 0-1. Finney on first base, top of the 9th inning. RedHawks lead Ohio 9-6. 0-1. Upstairs and away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Cale Baker, the grad student. One from the righty, and that one will miss low and in. 2-1. Change up at 83, taken for the 2-1 count by Cale Baker. The crowd has thinned out as we've gone throughout the game. It is noticeable, but still a pretty decent following is on hand here to watch the conclusion of this one. 2-1, a slam foul on the third base side and out. And it's 2-2 to Cale Baker. Long pause here on the mound before this 2-2 pitch by Spinozzi. Finally comes set after looking at Finney at first. The pitch hits the inside corner for strike 3. Baker watches it go by. He was crowding the plate a little bit, not happy with the call, but it is in the zone, says the home plate umpire Timothy Katzen. And the Bobcats down to their last down here in the 9th, 2 down. This is Nick Dolan.
Yeah, what a great pitch from Michael Spinozzi. Reared back for 91 on that fastball, and that's really not an easy pitch to make on the inside corner with such an imposing batter like Baker. Like you said, crowding the plate. Really impressive stuff from the righty.
Still got Finney on first. Dolan, a huge cut and miss for the strikeout. As our papers go flying. Got him back though. This one is lined into left field for a base hit off the bat of Dolan, who's been pretty good today for Ohio. And he will extend this 9th inning with moving up to second base Finney, so they're on first and second here with 2 outs. As Dolan, a sharp liner through the whole left side for the base hit. And now we're back to the top of the Bobcat order. And Isaiah Peterson, who has a solo home run on his resume today. The tying run is at the plate with 2 outs in the 9th inning and runners on first and second.
Well, Patrick, yesterday we saw this it was bottom of the 9th inning, but 2 outs, 6-9 game. Dylan Novak hit a 3-run homer to tie it. I don't know. I don't even think Hollywood could write this one. We'll see if Peterson can finish it off, though.
First one was outside for Spinozzi, taken for ball 1. The fastball low and away. Finney on second, Dolan on first. 1-0 from Spinozzi. In on the hand, soft liner. That's through the middle for a base hit. They're going to wave around Finney from second. They'll hold Dolan at third. Finney scores easily without a throw. And a little RBI single, a liner off the inside of the bat there for Peterson. Enough on it to get through the infield for a base hit up the middle. And it's now a 9-7 lead for Miami. Runners on the corners with 2 out. You got the tying run now on first. There's Peterson there and Dolan at third. And scoring on the play was Richardson. Or I'm sorry, Finney.
Now A.J. Roush coming in for his 6th at-bat of the day. He's 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse, because he might be due.
First one to him from Spinozzi. Off the end of the bat, sent foul into the people there down the right field line. There's a retirement party going on over there that went right into that. Hopefully everybody's all right. On the corners, 2 out in the top of the 9th inning. 0-1 the count. Spinozzi stares in before delivering the 0-1 to Roush. Upstairs, he'll slam this one foul into the parking lot down the right field line, and it's 0-2. Bobcats down to their final strike in Game 4 of the series as the RedHawks look to earn a split. The 0-2 on the way from Spinozzi. Popped up, foul territory, left side. Krause shielding the sun with his glove. He will make the catch in foul territory, and this one is over. The RedHawks win it 9-7. Game 4 of this series today. They earned the split with the Bobcats in a high-scoring back-and-forth affair we saw this afternoon. The RedHawks hold on to take it, and each team grabs 2 wins on the weekend here in Mid-American Conference play as Miami improves to 19-25 overall, 14-17 in the MAC this season. Bobcats fall to 20-19 overall. They're now 12-12 in the conference. And it was a good way for the RedHawks to finish out the weekend this afternoon in front of a lot of people as well. They win all the battles today on the mound. Offensively, defensively, they fight it off and grab a pretty big win here to have a good taste in their mouth to end the weekend.
Yeah, a nice win there for Miami, like you said, to salvage the series split, and the bats really came out to play today. Throughout this game, they were hitting the ball, runs spread throughout all 9 innings, and the pitching staff held up. They bent but didn't break, and Miami gets out of here with a win.
That they did. And the RedHawks not back home for a little while. It's going to be about 3 weeks till the RedHawks return to McKie Field at Hayden Park for their last weekend series at home of the season. And their last series overall, it's going to be a 4-game set with Ball State, May 19th through the 21st. That'll be a Thursday through Saturday series with a doubleheader on Friday. RedHawks are on the road Tuesday at at Toledo for one single conference game. That's going to be at 3 o'clock in Toledo on Tuesday. And then the RedHawks will take on Big Ten opponent Illinois for a weekend series in Champaign next weekend. That's May 6th through the 8th, Friday through Sunday with a game each day. So a little non-conference action for the RedHawks next weekend. You got a conference game with Toledo on Tuesday, and then following that at Akron for a weekend series, and then at home against Ball State. For the Bobcats, they will be at home against Akron next weekend, 4-game series, May 6th through 8th with the Zips. So your final score today from McKie Field, Miami 9, Ohio 7. Final thoughts?
No final thoughts. A great game from the RedHawks. Great weekend.
Yes. And that'll round it out for Miami this weekend with Ohio. 9-7 is your final. RedHawks pull it out by 2. They grab the series split with the Bobcats. So until next time, everybody, we appreciate you for listening to our presentation of Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. For Jack Schmelzinger and Patrick Getchin saying so long, good afternoon from McKie Field at Hayden Park. 9-7 your final. RedHawks pull out the win. Have a great rest of your afternoon, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in.
Friday, May 19th, with the first